Hi everyone and a very good evening to all of you. For all my viewers who have joined this live, this will be a session which will be based on our discussion as to what we should do right now, having the NEET PG postponed. What are the ways we can make it a big suppose you have prepared well, that's one way to move ahead, and those who haven't prepared as of yet. So my session
Hi
is
everyone and
basically
very
based
good
on
evening to all of you.
my session is based on since the NEET PG is postponed, what it means for the interns and what it means for the post interns. Suppose you are an intern, you haven't read very well right now, what you can do. If you are a post intern and you haven't read very well, what you can do. If you are a post intern and you have read decently well, whether you should actually target the NICT, and to target the NICT, what are the main things you should be focusing upon. So these are basic things I will talk about as to what your preparation strategy should be. Apart from this, a lot of queries have also I have got based on whether I can join a job or not, because it has a this is a completely financial burden also on the post interns, especially who have been prepared maybe for 1 or 2 years they have been preparing, and suddenly this 4 months of gap comes into their preparation. They might be staying in some of the lodges, or they might be staying in some of the PG guest house or whatever they might have arranged themselves, and suddenly this 4 months of added months, so it also puts a lot of financial burden on them, especially if they're not dependent on the family members and they are dependent upon their own pocket money. So a lot of these things I'll be discussing in this session. I have put everything into all this consideration, therefore it took a lot of time for me. I was analyzing a lot of messages that you will all sending it to me, and many of the messages were based upon, sir, I haven't prepared very well, and I feel this is one opportunity that I can really work very very well. God has given me this opportunity. I know this word means so much to those who are actually preparing and want to do very well in the NEET PG coming up. So hi guys, so those who have joined me live, hi Abhinav, VK fan, Malika, Iftiaf, Fatima, Sukriti Singla, Ashish, Bhatia, and Shivam. Hi Shivam, call for care, and Prema Sepra, Supriya. So I'm really very excited about the sessions. I'll just again talk about what this session will be all based upon. I need to just again check my video here. Um, Guys, is my video coming up right? Audio and video, is everything fine? So I just need that confirmation. Is my audio and video right? I'll just check it. So good evening to all my viewers who have joined me live here. Right. So the session will be based on every of those aspects. Again, repeat, we'll be talking about what is the way to move ahead from here, putting into the NICT point of view, who should actually put the NICT here into their main target, and one is there any student, I would say, shouldn't target NICT and should directly target the NEET PG only. What should intern do and what should post intern do at this point of time? I really welcome all my live viewers here right now, and to answer those, I will take some time to make my own thought process ready for you all. I will, these all discussion I'm doing right now, it's based on the messages that I got, and a lot of these messages were actually talking about, okay, sir, what I should do to do very, very well in the upcoming NEET PG. So without taking any further time, let's move further to what we should be doing right now in the NEET PG. Dekho, a few things we should be, I'm discussing all those points I'll be discussing in this video, and in case you need to add anything up, please let me know. I'll just take up those things also. Point one is, what should post intern do? In the post intern, I'm putting in three of the categories. One category of those who really have been preparing very well, those who were preparing very well, so they're well prepared. One of those who are not very well prepared, but they would just put in the average prepared and average preparation, and those who hadn't prepared very well, not well prepared. So to understand these three categories, the basic way to put out these categories for yourself would be looking at the GT scores you were getting before the NEET PG postponed news came across. So I would say anyone who's well prepared were touching around 140 plus final score. Okay, so those I would say is very well prepared for the NEET PG. Average prepared are those students who are getting a score of 120 to 140. Those are in the range of average prepared, and not well prepared, I would say, still getting a score of less than 120 final score. And I would put all of them in the not well prepared group into the NEET PG till the time of the postponement news came. The first thing you must be coming across. Along with this not well prepared, I'll just club this thing with those interns who really want to make it very, very well, and really want to start it right now. What they should do. There's first point I'll discuss here. Okay. The second point I'll discuss is what about INICET. Okay. So what are the preparation strategies? What they should be doing if they have been preparing very well. So who should target INICET and who shouldn't target INICET? Second point I'll discuss there. The third point is what about the financial burden? Okay, so in this category I'll just also add up one important discussion, whether you can do a job at least for 2 to 3 months here or not. So that's a one question. I will be discussing this financial burden aspect because a lot of messages have come across this point as to what should we be doing right now. Okay, the fourth point I'll discussing finally here is what about the question source. So it should be restricted to PYQs, whether it should be a Q bank or it can be just grant test. So what are the basic sources of the question bank? And more importantly, I'll just add up all these 4 points with a proper schedule. Okay, so what is a proper schedule you should have, and in this schedule how to incorporate the part of revision and how to then again put the part of the last few days. Okay, this last few days I think is very early to talk about this last few days in the preparation. So I'll discussing maybe the schedule part and the revision part in the last few days. This I'll take on later on, as I'll keep on meeting to you in the corresponding next videos also. So the point here is key, let's talk about where you belong here. So an honest confession from you all, where you actually belong, whether you are getting 140 final score. 140 final score means you can multiply into 4 and you can get the right score for you. For example, if your score is like 100, so it is just 400 right now. So, and there's a final score. Okay, not those who are making it correct, the final score. So those are getting a 140 plus final score are into those who are well prepared. Those who are into 120 140 are averagely prepared, and then comes the non-prepared. So first of all, I would tell you, any of those students who are into the well prepared zone or they're also average prepared, these should surely go and target the NICT in the May 24. So this is one thing I should tell them. So anyone who is well prepared or they are still averagely prepared, they should surely target this NICT of May 2024. So how should they target this May 2024? It's still far apart. You are just still only in the month of January. It's 14th of January right now. So you just add up the number of days. We have full month of January, February. So that is 1 month. From Feb to March, there's second month, and there is April, the third month, and then we have 4 months. So in this 3.5 months, you can really push yourself to the maximum limit and target the NICT. Just ensure, you must understand one thing. The NICT, if you get a rank of 1000 below, like within 1000, you are in a very good position to take up a clinical seat there. And if you get a rank of beyond 1000, it's very difficult to make a real choice as to what and where you should opt there in NICT. So if you're targeting NICT, you should target a rank within 1000. Any rank within 5000 is very well and will give you a very well, a very good push to prepare the NEET PG 24. But I would say if you really want to pick up a clinical seat in NICT, a rank within 1000 is what you must target. But still, going on to that comment, I would say that any score, any rank within 5000 gives a very good inclination and gives a push to prepare for the NEET PG coming up there also. Putting up to the 2 points here. So sir, if you are here, what you must do, and if you are here, what you must do. Dekho, for those who are not well prepared right now and scoring a less than 120, first of all, look at the sources of preparation. So put out your sources. Look in the sources whether the notes are still made or not. But dekho, to those, if you ask any of those who are here right now, they'll all tell you one thing, that I have a good notes and I'm reading the notes multiple times again and again. So this notes is what gives you a score from 140 to 120 to 140. So first of all, you ensure that you have a notes or not. That's first thing you must do. So I'm talking about those students who are not well prepared. Okay, let me talk about those first. I'll come to those who are well prepared. Dekho. So if you belong to this category, so first of all, you must pick up the notes. Notes can be prepared in multiple sources. You can either watch the videos, it can be a regular videos. I would say that I'll show the full schedule right now, and you will really believe me that yes, it's quite doable. Anyone who has not prepared till now, and if you really work hard, and what I'm telling you right now, if you follow my instructions, if you follow my advices, you can very well crack NEET PG with a very flying colors, and very flying color. Telling you, just understand, and the whole watch the entire video, you'll understand how I planned the entire thing to make you not only just average, but you can really make it very big. So you should first of all see the regular videos. Point number one. In those videos, suppose something you are not able to understand, you can again go back and read the portions of the maybe textbooks, or you can just prepare this from the YouTube videos also. So I will just add up there some YouTube videos also. You can add up to prepare those small topics which always confuses you. Okay, there's very good videos in the YouTube also. That's one thing. Or you can basically join a course. A structured program course is also what you can join if you can afford it and you have time for this, because most of the courses starting right now, whether it is face to face or is online courses, can finish in 4 to 6 months, so 4 to 5 months. And there's one thing you can do right now. But you must ensure that this course must finish in 4 to 5 months of time. And therefore it's very important that you can also join a test and discussion right now. So but test and discussion may, then you don't need a schedule that I will be showing you after some time, because in test and discussion may, just follow the schedule here only. So it all depends upon whether you have made the notes or not. Point number one is, if your notes are ready, okay, then you do this one. If the notes are not ready, go to this one, or you do the test and discussion schedule, whatever you want to. Okay, that's one thing. Secondly, coming to about the Q bank question sources. Now this goes for anyone who is well prepared or not well prepared. Dekho. So those who are in the question sources, those who are well prepared, what you must do right now, I am very sure there are three portions of the question bank, right? One of them is PYQs. Okay. Then comes the custom Q bank, and then comes a grand test. Okay, the three portion of questions. For those who are well prepared, I'm very sure you all might have done the PYQ, no doubt about it. Okay, now you must shift from here to the custom module. Whatever you're doing, this is very essential, and the grand test you must be giving right now is 1 GT in every 20 days. That's one what you must all target to give a grand test every 20 days, because before the NEET PG postponement news came up, weren't you all giving a grand test in 20 days or 15 days? Yes. So just keep on continuing the same momentum. Just don't break it, because once you stop giving grand test and scores dips forward, you will not get the same push to again give the grand test and again keep on pushing the scores of 120, 130, 140. That becomes very tedious job for all of us. So if you've got a score of 120, 130, just keep on giving the grand test one in every 20 days. Okay, so I'm talking about those who are well prepared. This one is done. Go to this one, and then this is must. For those who are not well prepared, I am not sure whether you have done this or not. First of all, you do the PYQs. Okay, once you have done the PYQs, go to the Q bank and then try to solve the question bank. But this is plus minus because everything has a minimum thing you should do. So first minimum thing you should do is solve all the PYQs. Once you're done with that, go to the custom Q bank. And again, for you also, the GT is must, and the amount of GT you must give is around 1 GT every 20 days. Okay, 1 GT every 20 days is what you can do right now. Apart from this, few other things I will also talk about is that, suppose you haven't done the PYQs, the first thing every student should do right now is to first of all go and solve every PYQ you can. Okay, that's one. Please understand, it's very important to do the PYQs and then move to the custom Q bank. But please understand, if you have done the PYQs for all those students who have well prepared, that means anyone who is in this category, 140 plus or 120, 140, and if you have done the PYQs, please go and solve the custom q bank, and that too choose those topics of the topics you'll be reading throughout the day, and ensure you solve the q bank also, because just merely doing the pyqs will not help you to increase your scores. If you're scoring 120, you want to go to 130, 140, 150, right? And those are scoring 140 right now, don't you want to go to 170? Because 171, the moment you touch 170 in out of 200, you're moving into the top 100 ranks in the NEET PG. And believe me, if you're actually done 140 till now, you must aim for top 100 ranks in the NEET PG July 24. You must try to do that. So upcoming to those, I'm taking all of us together, right? अब आते हैं about the very important question about the financial burden. And this is very very difficult and a very touchy portion I will just touch upon. देखो, अब हो क्या रहा है ना कि a lot of students actually are depending, I don't know, just tell your hearts out here right now. um, it's very difficult for us to sustain in 6 months time, and knowing that every month, if you're not staying with your parents and living in any of the pgs or the places, the lodging would cost not less than 20-25,000 if you're staying in major cities, and the fooding will cost around 10,000 rupees. If you're doing a coaching somewhere, will cost upon every month will cost not less than 15-20,000 rupees. So what you may do, I'm telling you right now, is that yes, you can join a job also for 1 to 2 months. That's completely if you have this problem with you, only for those who have this problem with you, I completely understand where you stand, because I was also having this problem when I was preparing for the initial months, and I really thought of joining this. In the first 2 months, just after my internship, I joined 2 months of job so that I can get some money, because my internship just used to pay me 4,100 rupees, and I could save not lot amount of money because I wanted to come and join the coaching in Delhi. So I just joined 2 months of job, and then I came to Delhi and then started preparing. I won't say this for everyone, but if you want to if you have this financial burden, yes, you can work for 1 month, I would say, and 1 month can give you around 5600 rupees. If that is really sufficient to move ahead in the few months, it can help you, and at that same time also start preparing in that way. But this also only goes for those who have this problem, and I completely understand what their issues are. I know it's very difficult for all the post interns who are going to those phases. I personally have felt this. I was not very well equipped with this money, so I had this issue. And those who are messaging me, you can correlate to what I'm telling you. It's very hard time, and the money is really a problem there. So if you can work for 1 month, and if you have a light job and you can prepare with that, you can also work for 2 months. If it's a job is very very heavy, 1 month you can easily work across, no issue at all. I'm telling you, it's not an issue. And because even that 1 month of work somewhere can give you amount and give you a refreshing state of mind, from which you can put a more and more your own will to study once that 1 month of job is over. So that is what I can tell you if you're really facing this financial burden. Now coming up to those things, about what about the schedule right now? The next one point is about the schedule. So are you all ready to see the schedule? I just want a thumbs up from all of you. I hope that you all are just I'm looking all of the messages here. Mandal, Sukriti, Veer, HG, Divya, Sukriti, Prema. I'm reading all the messages. I'm very sure I'll be able to answer most of them at the end of the session. हाँ शिवम. So अब देखो, point is कि how many days you must give for the first reading. ठीक है. This is prepared from by me and Dr. Rajat also, that the whole PDF I'll show you in a separate PDF also, and also share this in my own Telegram group as well as the Auto Telegram group and the DVMC channels also. Those all can be there. So the first point is कि let's start from 23rd of January. So why I am taking this 23rd January? For two reasons. First of all, there is a vibe session for those who are a DBMSI student. You all know there's a vibe session going on. It starts tomorrow. So after finishing the vibe for 7 days, you can all start from the 23rd of January. Suppose you're not a DBMSI subscribed student and you don't know what to do right now. Pick up the most weakest subject right now you're scared about. I would say that it's pharma for most of us. Biochemistry is second, and ops and gynae is third, because most of us are scared from these three subjects. So what we can do is start from these three subjects, at least give 2-3 days for these three subjects, and then you can start with the entire schedule starting the 23rd of January. So how many number of days you must give for the first reading? I'll just talk about that too now. देखो, so for anatomy, 4 days, biochemistry 3 days, and physiology 3 days. Okay, path 4 days, pharma 4 days, biochemistry, microbiology 4 days, and forensic medicine 2 days. Optha ENT and PSM 3 and 4 days, medicine 6 days, surgery 6 days, ops gynae 6 days, pediatrics 3 days, and all the short subjects 2 days. If you add up this whole preparation right now from here to here, it adds up to 65 number of days. Okay? Now on the 65, I'm putting 5 grand tests. And since I told you we have to give grand tests every 20 days, in the 65 number of days, we'll give at least 5 grand tests. So 65 plus 5 becomes 70 days. So this whole program I'm showing you right now, for the initial reading, you must take not less than 70 days in total to complete this. Okay. Now this is the first reading. Post the first reading, you still have adequate amount of time, because if you start on this 23rd January, this whole first schedule will be finishing on the 1st of April. And post 1st of April, you can do first revision till the INICET, the second revision after INICET, and the last 7 days you can do for a quick revision here. Now let's talk about how would you put this entire thing, and let's talk about where you should start here. Okay, so I'm showing you one more schedule, and that schedule is this entire schedule right now. देखो. So this is the entire revision schedule, and it starts 7th, 4th, 7th of July. There's a target here. So our target is the 7th July 2024, and the revision schedule is prepared by me and Dr. Rajat, and this will be shared in my own Telegram group as well as the Auto Telegram also. So what we must do is, the CTS will stand for the cumulative test. I'll talk about this cumulative test separately also. देखो. So what you must do is start with the 4 days of anatomy from 23rd of January. Okay? Then post anatomy, you can start with 3 days of ENT and 2 days of orthopedics. After every long subject, we have given a medium and then a short. And post you are finishing the short subject. देखो यहाँ पर you must give a cumulative test series of all this 1 plus 2 plus 3. So all these three here, matlab, when you're preparing these three, so this anat, ENT, and ortho, all of this should now be given as a cumulative tests, and this can be picked up with any of the Q bank. What you can do is you can make a mixture of the question from customized module, picking up around 40 questions of anatomy, 30 questions of ENT, and around 30 questions of orthopedics, and this makes 100 questions. Give a cumulative test of these three subjects, and once you do this, this should be done on the day of orthopedics only. Okay, this whole thing should be over by 31st of January. That's the first stage. Okay, that's the first stage. Now then start on the 1st of February till the surgery. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 days of surgery. And since I told you we must be giving one grand test after 20 days, the first grand test you should be giving on 7th of February. Okay, now this grand test I will be talking about in my subsequent videos. This will be a very long video if I keep on talking right now about the grand test and how should you evaluate a grand test. If you want me to talk about the grand test, I can make a separate video. You do let me know in the comment box later on. Once the video gets posted. The second thing is, after the grand test on 7th of February, start with ophtha, and this should be for 3 days. Okay, post 3 days of ophthalmology, you should take 2 days of anesthesia. Now putting up surgery, ophtha, and anesthesia, give a cumulative tests on this second phase, which finishes on the 12th of February. So all the above three subjects, matlab surgery, ophtha, and anesthesia, you must give a cumulative tests on the 12th of February. ठीक है, clear हुआ? अच्छा, post this, now start with microbiology for 4 days, physiology for 3 days, and give a grand test on 20th of February. Then start with psychiatry and post psychiatry. Now this completes our third phase, and this all three subjects here, micro, physio, and psychiatry, gave a cumulative test on the 22nd of February, which is the comprising of three subjects, that's micro, physio, and psychiatry. Okay, then start the fourth phase, that is pathology, pharma, and radiology, and all of this should be given with a test of cumulative series on this next phase, which finishes on our 3rd of March, and along with this give a grand test on the 4th of March, because we're trying to give a grand test after every 20 days. Ye clear hua? Then start with the 5th phase of a preparation. I'm taking this phases by phase at all. Do with pediatrics, medicine, and then you do dermatology, and all these three things again put into the next cumulative test series, and that's in the 15th of March. On 16th of March, you are starting with Ops Gynae and giving grand test on 22nd of March, taking 3 days of biochemistry and 2 days of forensic medicine. And post that, you are giving a PSM, and post the PSM, you're giving also a cumulative test series, and also along with that, you're also doing a CTS and a grand test. That is the last grand test is on 1st of April. So yes, I will surely be sharing this PDF. This PDF is made for you only. The detailed PDF comprising of all the topics you must be reading, that also has been made, and you can share that. I can be sharing this PDF again in the Telegram group. You can pick it up from there as well. Now the point is, sir, what are the basic topics I must be focusing on more and more? So that topic list I prepared few days back, and I'm very sure you might have that topic list with you. It is the high yielding topic list that I just shared a few days back on my own Telegram group. I'll just share this later on. I don't have this immediately in front of me, but this is how you must all be basically trying to do all these things. And about these individual days, I would say, for those students who are getting a score of 120 or less, देखो, you must, I would personally want all of you, if you're not well prepared or you're an intern and want to do really well, you should join a test and discussion, or you should take the full course depending upon where you actually stand and how much time you can give right now for preparing right now. Any student who really wants to do well in this 6 months of time can do wonders, I'm telling you, because to crack any exam, 6 months of dedicated study is what you require. So if you are not prepared very well, do start preparing right now. And if you're preparing very well, do not stop, because competition is going to increase, because these students will come into your category right now very soon. So do not stop preparing. Do not take it easy कि चलो एग्जाम तो पार बहुत पीछे चला गया. Exam has gone postponed, no doubt about it, but has gone postponed for everyone, and anyone who hasn't prepared right now has a really good time, and they should start preparing right now. There's no doubt about it. About the last few discussion I will have, I'll just take few of the messages that you have sending it to me, and I'll just take it one by one and post that. We'll just wind up the session. I don't want this session to be very long, but anything that you want from here onwards, you can just put in the comment box below in this video, and I'll going post on videos separately in the separate session as well. About the questions, देखो, I've talked about the depressing phase of the post, and I completely understand that. But having said that, you must make a coherent group with you. And one of the ways to make a coherent group is join the auto. Auto is one-to-one discussion that we have on a daily basis, morning 8:45 to 9 o'clock, and post that after talking to us, me and Dr. Rajat, who does the entire process. You can just ask us and request us to put you can join the auto and can just attend the sessions. Will really help you to keep on course, and also not help you to not deviate you from the regular things you're doing, you want to do on a day-to-day basis. About the other questions, sir, I am which platform? Any platform is okay, right? देखो, I personally, because I am from DBMC, I have a full faith on DBMC courses, and I would suggest you to join the DBMC only. However, having said that, I would say that any platform is good enough, and you can join any of them. But having said that, I have full faith on the DBMC platform. We are also starting a test and discussion starting from the 23rd of January. And if you really want to join it without thinking anything, if you can afford it, you have time for it, just join it. Okay. Sir, how to do vibe of the strong subjects right now? देखो, since I'm giving you adequate amount of time till 23rd of January, vibe को ना कर लो अभी. Just do vibe right now. Post the vibe. Then start the preparation from 23rd of January. Looking at my schedule, I think I've given you enough amount of time to do the vibe session also. To ensure you do the vibe session right now and just get over with it. नहीं तो पूरा 6 महीना चला जाएगा. You will have multiple excuses not to do vibe, but there's only one reason to do vibe now, because you want to start from 23rd of January with us preparing till the NEET PG 24. So I'm a post intern. I regularly attended the face to face. Oh, sorry, kahan gaya? I regularly attended face to face mega power course. That's sadly not previous preparation. I'm a dilemma whether to join the upcoming face to face course or TND will be enough. It all depends upon Nambier. What is a GT score right now? If you have touched 120 in the grand test, TND is sufficient. If you haven't touched 120, a regular course is a better option for you right now. For INICET, what extra we must study? So INICET is one thing I really want to touch upon. देखो INICET के लिए first of all pick up the last 3 years, मतलब 3 into 2 sessions of the paper. Look into all the questions that have come there. If those questions are being covered in the notes for you, very well. If they haven't been covered in the notes, ensure you will read those topics either from the YouTube videos or from the main videos or from textbooks. If you have done all these three things, then add up the other extra points from the I would say there is a book for USMLE, and the first step is the book name. You can add up extra points from there, and you can underline those points in the first step and can keep on reading it multiple times in the course of the preparation. It'll surely pump up your preparation for the NEET INICET in the May. Sir, should we add TND if we are in the 120 to 140 for week subjects? Surely, no doubt about it. For any subject which is weak, what are the most important topics you must be putting forward? TND is the best source. If you can do it yourself, that's very well. If you can't do it yourself, TND is the best option, no doubt about it. Okay, and right now I don't think there's any need for any revision videos, especially if you haven't read a subject very well. If you read a subject very well, a revision videos is a very good source, but if you haven't read it, I don't think it's a very good source right now. Okay. Lovish, you can just send a request to us on the auto learning app, and will surely add up to you. Okay. So my score is 110 correct. What should I do? Dekho, honestly speaking, if you're 110 correct and you have the notes with you, join the TND. If you have the notes and you are confident you'll be able to cover it, just start reading with us without thinking anything else. Don't join any other course. Okay. So those who have done the TND this year only, should they go for fast track TND again? Not necessarily. I won't say that's actually a requirement here. Just to stay on track, we just keep on talking to us on daily basis. But that all depends upon whether you have actually done the TND in a better way or not. Just merely joining a TND and not attending the classes on regular basis is not doing a class. So you haven't done it right now. This is the right time to start a refresh from 23rd of January, and you can very well join the TND again. Sir, normal TND is also okay, but normal TND will run up to the month of not July. It will maybe end in the month of June, and a fast track TND will end around in the month of May, and they'll give you adequate amount of time to read those subjects also in between, giving you adequate amount of breaks also. So I would say the faster TND is the better way if you want to really push forward for the NEET PG 24 coming up. So will auto schedule be compatible with a faster TND? So there are two types of schedule that we are putting forward. The schedule I showed you right now, it's an independent schedule, not the fast track TND schedule. So those students who want or join the TND right now, they have to follow the schedule of the TND, which will be finalized in just a couple of days. So we can also share that schedule to you, and you should follow that schedule and not this schedule. Okay, it depends upon whether you join the TND or you aren't joining the TND. It depends upon that too. Okay. Um, Good evening, sir. Hi, Kaustav. Good evening, sir. I am following the Marrow notes. Okay. And question: should I offer TND of other platform? Dekho, Mandal, it all depends again where your GT scores are, whether whichever platform you have followed till now. And if your scores are around 120, 100, 120, I think you should think about joining a test and discussion. Give you a very well structured course. You will be keeping in touch with what you need to cover in that week, and you'll also be more and more motivated, at the same time disciplined, to ensure you finish off those subject in that week only. Else this 6 months will pass upon, and we will maybe we may waste some time. So whether rather than wasting some time, better start earlier. That's a better approach for you, we all of us. Okay. So T and test and discussion schedule will be different from the. I think I've answered this. I've not read any notes properly. Should I buy TND? Because if you haven't read the notes, I would say join a regular course, not a TND. Test and discussion is for those who have read the notes and they are not confident of the notes, but they have the notes with them. So if you haven't made the notes as of now, join a regular course, and I can tell you one thing: we have enough amount of time. Even if you start now from scratch, in 6 months you can make it. I'm telling you, I have seen so many students doing so well in 6 months. So just have the confidence and start it. Okay, don't think anything. I'm telling you from my experience, so don't at all judge me what I'm telling you here. Okay. So should be a monthly plan for students who are not using any platform. I think I'm not getting exactly your point here. Which monthly plan are you talking about? GT के लिए I will discuss a separate video. I don't think this video is sufficiently enough to incorporate GT, the way to approach a GT. That will be a separate, complete half-an-hour video, because it takes a lot of effort to give a grand test, and also needs a lot of effort to make you understand how to give a grand test. Sir, good evening. Hi, good evening, dear. Since a few days, I am doing question bank very mindlessly. Like it's become a habit to sit for so many hours and do the MCQs for the sake of doing it. How to tackle it, sir? Because what you should do for a custom Q bank is try to solve the Q bank of the topics you have read from the morning to evening. Okay, it gives you a better approach to that questions, because it gives you a also revision mode of all the topics you have read from the morning to evening. So rather than just mindlessly solving it, customize a Q bank to solve those portions of the topics you've read from the morning to evening. It'll give you more and more better approach to solve and end the Q bank also in proper time. About the Q bank also, ensure that if you have read a topic in the notes, don't read the big explanation for that. And if you haven't read that topic in the notes, ensure read the complete explanation and just bookmark it for future reference also. Okay. Sir, I'm an intern. I have completed my notes and videos on 90 subjects. My GT score is 127. That's very well. Don't do anything. Just prepare without any other distractions. Okay. Um, Sir, how to handle burnout? But to just join the auto. I think that's one thing. We will talk daily. One day you get motivated, you start. But how to keep on continuing with the same force? Join auto. Discuss with us on a daily basis. A lot of things will be solved there only. Sir, I attended DMSA face-to-face lectures in 2021 and made notes. What should I do? Join the TND. Best. You get the most updated information. You get whatever is important from the notes, and you also are on the track. So I believe for you, TND is the best option. Call for care. So please answer, sir. Revision notes are enough. No. देखो. Again, let me again clarify. Revision notes are good for those who actually know the topic, at least something about it. So if you have read that entire subject previously, revision videos are the best sources. If you haven't read the revision notes previously, full notes, please watch the entire video. We have given adequate amount of time for the first reading. Do not go into that loophole of falling into the revision videos. Revision videos तो तब करोगे तो रिवाइज करोगे. अभी तो फर्स्ट रीडिंग है ना, तो गिव adequate of time, make concepts clear, and then you can watch the revision videos later on in the month of, I would say, May or June. That's the right time to watch the revision videos. Not this is not the right time. Sir, what if we are able to complete a subject in the given subject time? Should I leave the subject and move on to the next subject? As you haven't been able to do it. Yes, ideally what you must do is try to finish the subject on the same time. If you some portion that is remaining, spill over that portions to the next subject, but do not delay the entire schedule. Matlab, suppose we have 4 days of anatomy and some topics of anatomy are left out, but the next topic is suppose ENT. Try to cover ENT, and in the evening time, try to finish off those portions of anatomy in the evening time of the ENT. That's a better approach. Do not change the entire schedule once you do that. Um, how to join auto के लिए I think a lot of students are there who are auto member. They can tell you better, and just go to the Android and just download the app of auto learning app, and just message us there, and we will surely add up you there. uh, Hi Sil, thanks a lot. Yes, you can surely attend the TND if you haven't finished the first revision. The provided you have the notes with you, because what is the portion you will read and then attend the TND? You must read the notes, attend the TND, whatever extra point you get, add in the notes. नहीं तो if you just depend on TND without the main notes, तो फिर पढ़ो कैसे ना? That becomes a very loophole and will not help you to increase your grand test scores. वहाँ stuck up हो जाओगे, ठीक है? Sir, how to use the Vibe videos? I haven't received the Vibe book, or should I watch them when I have the book available with me? A better idea is to watch that Vibe with the book available to you. Without the book, it is just watching something and not marking anything. That's my own opinion. Rest you may differ from my opinion also. So if you follow the TND schedule, we'll be able to lag behind your schedule. नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. नहीं, it's not at all like that. The TND is a separate schedule depending upon the ability of the faculty. And this schedule you can just make yourself, or you can use our schedule, and it all has the same number of days. I don't think you'll be lacking behind. You'll be more better structured. I'll have more and more disciplined if you join the TND. So this is not mixing up with that. Okay. I'm just taking last two questions. I'll this will keep on going on and on. I'll just take the last two questions. Please don't message down. I don't want any message to be left out right now. Okay, so don't message right now. So starting from the scratch, it is good to buy the notes or make self notes. For 6 months of time, buy the notes. Okay, and only watch those videos which are important for the PGME. To get those important topics, please go to my Telegram group. I have made the last 19 subjects of Telegram group, 9 subjects important topics. Just watch those videos only, leaving out those videos which is not mentioned in that in the first reading. If you get more time, then you can add up the other videos also, else just leave them. So notes of one platform and any of other platform में how to merge, अरे कोई दिक्कत नहीं, सब same है. Ultimately everyone is teaching the same goal, NEET PG. Everyone is teaching the same thing, and don't at all think about this. Everything comes to the same thing only. Okay. So guys, I believe that is all for the day. And this will keep on going. I can see a lot of messages. I don't want to leave out any red messages. So I would just request you not to put the message. Put a like to this video and do share this video to your friends also. They can also understand how to prepare. A lot of things were covered in this video. I really wish you all the best and take care. We'll be connected through various resources on Instagram, Telegram, or YouTube. I deliberately put this video on YouTube because last time I did it on Instagram. A lot of students told that I have not I have completely removed Instagram from my mobile. So please do the next sessions on YouTube only. So I will be more coming more frequently on YouTube, less on Instagram. So that is what I have done from my side. I wish you all the best. Study well. Stay focused. Do not waste a lot of time right now. Okay, there is enough amount of time, but it's only enough amount of time only if you're using the days properly. If you waste few days, you again have same dilemma, whether you should be what you should be doing in few months of time. The 6 months remaining, you will have either 6 months of better preparation, or you will have 6 months of excuses. I want you all to not have excuses but to have prepared better in these 6 months. Wishing you all the best. Take care.